Hey y'all. So I will be restoring this 1976 SuperSize Barbie. I'm talking really fast because the intro to this is very, very short. But she was beaten and bruised. She was broken in half. Her hair was dry and she was just musty dusty. You can kind of see in this clip she wasn't awful, but it's just I didn't know where she had been, so obviously I wanted to scrub her down. Her hair was really dry. It had highlights, which I did not know of, but it was very dry. If you can hear my cat, ignore her. But it was just gross. She definitely needed scrubbed down and washed. She was also snapped in half, which is great. Here are her legs. They weren't bad, like, at all. They just had a few scuffs, which I think I showed. Yeah, there's one there. Just little marks here and there on her legs. Weren't awful, but nothing I could really, like, fix. Here are the things I'm using. I'm using Dawn dish soap to scrub her down, Garnier shampoo and conditioner for her hair, a rat tail comb, this, like, Scrub Daddy sponge thing, and then my unbrush. I don't end up using my unbrush. I don't know why. I just didn't. So, you know. So I had to speed up these next two clips a lot because my fat freaking arm was in the way the whole time. Look at that. That's awful. That's revolting. I would not... I don't know how some of y'all are probably going to be sitting here watching this video because that's vile. But anyway, basically I'm just washing her off with water, prepping her to be scrubbed down because obviously I kind of need her to, like, be wet to be able to, like, use the dish soap. So yeah, that's just what I'm doing right now. And then here is when I am covering her in dish soap and just scrubbing her down. Like I said, my arm is going to be in the freaking way. Like, this whole time, the angle really does not help. I look huge, but when do I not? But yeah, I'm just scrubbing her down with the rougher end to really get any dirt off of, like, her. Even though she wasn't that dirty, like I said, but she just, I didn't know where she had been. She needed scrubbed. Her hair was already dry enough, but you know, the dish soap really, really helped with that. But that's okay. Anything to make her squeaky clean. She's 50 years old. Well, 48. But, you know, she's ancient. She is as old as the dinosaurs. She needs scrubbed down. I don't know where she had been. She could have been in a basement. She could have been in an attic. She could have been in a literal, like, dumpster, for all I know. Here I am just rinsing her off afterwards, after I scrubbed her down, because obviously we don't want to leave any residue on her, because that is no bueno. Hopefully you can't hear my cat purring. If you can, I don't know what to do about that because she's not getting up and moving, but that is okay. Rinsing off her legs, getting the water out of her legs, because, you know, she was snapped in half and there was that hole, which we want to get all the water out because mold is not a fun thing to deal with. I don't know why I kept this clip in of me scrubbing off the literal sponge. I'm a clown and apparently didn't see that when I was trying to crop the videos. Here I am rinsing any excess soap out of her hair, and then I am going to get the conditioner and condition it. Here is the conditioner. I probably wouldn't use this again, to be honest. I just bought it because I didn't want to carry around a big thing of Tresemme because I wasn't home at the time. I was out of town. But here I am just putting a good amount in her hair. Not too much because we don't want it greasy, but, like, enough to, like, condition it and make it, like, not as dry as hay. I honestly scrubbed the stuff into her hair a little too much. Like, I could tell after scrubbing it down so much that it was going to be greasy afterwards, which you'll see me like, shampoo it, which was a bad idea. Don't use Garnier shampoo after you condition it because it made it so dry, but it also made it really pretty when it dried. But here I'm just kind of like I massaged it in for a good, like, minute. Would not do that again, but, you know, apparently I just really wanted to condition it as much as I could it was dry, but like then I leave it in for like 5 minutes. And then here, after about 5 minutes, I let it sit, and then I get my comb and start brushing it. I was going to say, yeah, I brush it from the ends up because obviously she's 50 years old. I don't want to rip chunks of her hair out. But yeah, I take my time with this. I don't like rush through it. Her ends were kind of nappy, but that's okay. Mine too. At some point you'll see me like purposely getting rid of her thatching because I don't care for thatching, to be honest. I'm not the type to be like really specific with it. Like if she didn't have her thatching done properly, I just take it out and I'm not going to redo it because I'm not that particular, if that makes sense. I don't mind it. At some point I would like to like start thatching hair because I think it looks better, but I'm not like, I don't feel it's needed, in my opinion. Obviously, you can thatch it if you want. It looks great. I don't, simply because I may or may not be a lazy slob, which y'all probably already knew that. But yeah, I'm just detangling it. It's taken a hot minute. Could I go any slower? Probably. But I'm just like brushing it out. Taking me a good second, clearly. Oh, here I am getting rid of her thatching. I just like dragged my comb through it and pulled up the hair and just brushed it through again. Like I said, if you want to thatch, there are a lot of YouTube videos on how to thatch doll part lines. They're all very helpful. I've never thatched a part line, but I get the overall premise on how. I just don't because I'm lazy. But yeah, then I'm just combing out her hair again. Bet y'all didn't know that, you know, as if I haven't been sitting here doing it for the past 3 minutes. Ooh, I love the chunks and wads of hair in that comb. Probably should have glued her hair down, but you know, that is okay. Because everybody loses hair. In the shower, I lose clumps. And you know, it's just what happens. Like, I don't know what to do about that. Here she is after her hair has been combed out. And then, sorry for that cutoff, but basically I'm just now rinsing out the conditioner out of her hair. Rinsing. Oh, and combing, of course. Got to get all that conditioner out. Don't want the hair to be greasy, even though I do end up shampooing it. And I did not. Shampooing made it so dry. Would not recommend using Garnier shampoo afterwards. But, you know, that's okay. We learn from our mistakes, ladies. You'd be able to see what I'm doing if my fat hand wasn't, like, in the frame. But, you know, that is okay. I'm just taking out all the excess water out of her hair. And then, oh, here, I am shampooing. Do not, like, unless you can tell it is going to dry and be so clumpy and gross, don't. As soon as I put this on, and you'll see me start scrubbing it, as soon as this stuff touched her hair, it was over. Like this, I could already tell it was gone. No. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. It did not turn out lovely. I mean, it turned out lovely, but like the ends you could feel were just like kind of dry and crispy feeling, but the rest of her hair looked gorgeous. But like, unless it's like you can tell it's going to be really greasy, don't. Like, I just wouldn't. But yeah, here's me rinsing it out. Probably should have rinsed it out as soon as I put it in the hair, but you know, whatever. Once again, my fat hands in the frame. I like don't know. Like, I don't know what to do about that. Not as bad as the beginning, but still. Rinsing out her hair. You know, could have cut this clip down. I don't know why I like didn't cut some of these clips down because they are so long. There we go. Okay. You know, here she is. Oh, putting her out of frame, flipping the water. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. Here I am filling up my pot. Forgot what it was called for a second, with water. And then after I boiled it, while it's still boiling, I dipped her head in. You can turn it off and boil it, but I don't know. I wanted it to be as pin straight as possible and get all the kinks out and whatever. So here I'm just dunking it. I dunked it a good couple times, as you can see here. Then here I am using Gorilla Glue, this Gorilla Glue gel to fix her waist. This is her after she dried overnight. Her hair looked gorgeous. It was just the ends were dry, but like overall her hair looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. The movement. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Her part line, now looking back, probably should have thatched it, but you know, ooh, okay. I just showed you her body. Why am I doing this again? Not too sure. Here I am curling it, which flopped bad. It was the first one. I spent 45 minutes curling her hair, and it turned out really bad. Here with the curlers, it looks promising. Looks like it's going to be promising. I put a hairnet over it. I thought it was going to turn out so gorgeous. I'm going to be completely honest. It didn't turn out awful. The ends were cute, but the roots were just really bad, and it wasn't even curly, so... Then after that, I decided to put it in a ponytail and flip the ends. Here's the front, and then here is the side view. And then here is the end result. It was really cute, but the flip lasted not even an hour. I really don't know why, but that sucks. And then this is the end of the video. This was a very rushed video. It was not the best. This is like my first actual YouTube video, so, you know, yeah. I have 3 other videos planned. I have a how to make little human hair wigs for dolls, another restoration video, and then how I wash the wigs that I make them. So stay tuned for that, and see y'all later.